You are lying in bed, exhausted. You have been scrolling for hours, and when you finally drop your phone, the only thing you feel is a heavy weight of guilt for everything you didn't do today. Think about the distance between the thought, "I need to get up," and the physical act of moving. When that gap feels wider than an ocean, the problem isn't your willpower. It is the physiological result of a battery running on zero, drained by thousands of micro-decisions and background anxieties. When your phone is at 1%, you don't ask it to download a massive software update. Yet we often demand full productivity and perfect performance from ourselves when we are in a state of total depletion. Calling this state laziness leads to using harsh motivation as a solution. Pushing a depleted system with more pressure only accelerates a complete system shutdown. To break this cycle, we need to shift from motivation to charging. We are going to build your personalized 1% recharge protocol right now. By the end of this video, you will identify a specific energy source that actually works for you and execute a single micro-step to begin recovery. Stop your current activity right now. Clear your immediate space and gather a pen and a piece of paper. Writing on paper is a required first step. It forces your brain to disconnect from the digital numbness of the screen and re-engage with the reality of your physical environment. Step 1. Draw a battery on your paper. Now assign yourself a current energy percentage based strictly on your gut feeling. Write that number down. These 4 zones dictate what you can realistically expect from yourself today. Green for 80% and above, yellow for 50 to 79, orange for 20 to 49, and red for anything under 20. If your number falls in the red or orange zones, you must immediately enter low power mode. Low power mode means intentionally stalking non-essential tasks and pausing big decisions. It is the refusal to demand 100% output from a system that only has 20% to give. Correctly identifying your zone prevents the self-sabotage that happens when you apply high-energy expectations to a low-energy crisis. Step 2. We need to find what actually recharges you. Many of us turn to doom scrolling or emotional eating. These are fake chargers. These activities provide a temporary dopamine spike that feels like relief, but they leave your battery deeper in the red because they require consumption rather than recovery. A true original charger is an activity where your sense of time disappears, and you require no external validation or audience to enjoy the process. This grid outlines 7 categories of original chargers: nature, creation, movement, solitude, connection, meaning, and learning. Choose the single category that most strongly resonates with your true self and write it down on your paper. Burnout persists when you try to recharge using a plug that was never designed for your specific emotional hardware. Finding your match is the only way to fill the battery. Step 3. Most people fail to recharge because they attempt a maximum effort version of a charging activity on a day when they have no energy to spare. To fix this, you must use the 1% translation. This means shrinking your chosen activity down to its absolute smallest physical component. For example, instead of a goal like an hour at the gym, your 1% version is simply putting on your gym shoes. If your charger is creation, you don't paint a picture, you draw one line. For solitude, you don't book a retreat, you sit in silence for 15 minutes. Step 4. Look at the 1% action you just wrote down. You are going to execute it right now. I am starting a 60-second countdown. Your execution window begins now. Take 3 deep breaths. Drink a glass of water. Close one browser tab. Draw a single line on your paper. Do the absolute smallest version of your task. Acting within this specific 60-second window breaks the cycle of passive consumption and reestablishes your agency over your own movements. The window is complete. If you took that action, you have successfully shifted from a state of 0 to 1%. This initiates the Zeigarnik effect. This is a psychological principle where the brain fixates on incomplete tasks. By starting a micro-action, you create a psychological pull to return to that task later. You are also utilizing the law of inertia. A body in motion, even a microscopic 1% motion, tends to stay in motion. Improving your capacity by 1% daily yields a result 38 times higher than your starting point after 1 year. This outcome is possible because tiny, consistent actions survive your worst days, while grand, unsustainable goals lead to the very shutdowns that reset your progress to zero. Do not worry about long-term goals or a life overhaul. Completing today's 1% is the only requirement to survive this moment and begin the process of recharging.